This video is to help you to write formula, especially for a beginner. How do you combine charges based on the same number and different number? So let's get started. Now on the screen, what you are seeing is formula of ions. So on your left hand side, you have the positive ion, and on the right, you have the negative ion. Now the positive ions shows the charges, or the negative ion, both of them, show the charges on the right top. So right top will be the number of charges. For example, each positive ion, that's 1 plus, silver 1 plus. If you have NH 4 plus, means that the charge is still 1 plus. The 4 refer to the 4 hydrogen that combine with 1 nitrogen to form 1 ammonium ion. So always remember the charges appear on the right top corner. And I've arranged them according to 1 plus to 3 plus for positive ions, and the negative ions 1 minus all the way to 3 minus. So again, there are some simple ions with 1 ion, where there are also some with 2 atoms. So we call these as polyatomic ions, such as hydroxide, nitrate, hydrogen carbonate, which can also be known as bicarbonate, sulfate. Okay, and notice that the charges is always on the right top. Okay, so make sure you know where to find the charge number. Okay, now before you write formula, especially in balancing equation, and there are 7 elements that you must know as a beginner to write down that little tool. Now this little tool must be the right bottom corner. So these are molecules, okay, exist as gas. So whenever you breathe in oxygen gas, you are breathing in O2 as a diatomic gas. And there are 7 elements altogether where you must have a small little tool to be written on the right bottom corner. Now let's get straight into how you write compound with the same charge number using direct combination, and different charge number using cross and draw. Now if it is same charge number, means that the numbers are exactly similar. Like for example, sodium, you have the charge of 1 plus and 1 minus. So when you combine these ions, well, you're looking at their charge number, which is 1 plus 1 minus. So if they have the same number, which is based on 1 1, which means you combine them directly. So combining them means you're going to write down just as NaCl. You don't have to add any additional numbers. Now same goes to any other ions that have the same charge number. 2 plus 2 minus means that the numbers are 2 2, and that also means you can combine them without adding any extra number. Simply because these numbers will cancel out each other by 1-to-1 ratio. So meaning to say you don't have to add any extra numbers. Now if it is a polyatomic ion such as carbonate or ammonium ion, notice that there's a small number written on the right bottom corner. So don't forget, we only pay attention to the number appear as a charge number, so which is the 2 from zinc, and carbonate 2 from the carbonate. Now it also means that the charges will cancel out one another with the ratio 1-to-1. Hence you use direct combination by combining these 2 ions without adding any extra numbers. However, the oxygen of O3 remain as O3 because that's the original number to form 1 carbonate. Okay, so you just ignore the 3, copy down the 3 as it is a formula of a carbonate. Now same thing goes to ammonium. Charge number is 1, bromide is 1. Hence you have ratio 1-to-1. That also means it cancels out one another. And don't forget, the 4 belongs to the H, so that doesn't affect the charge number. In other words, you copy down the 4 and combine with 1 Br, and therefore the formula is ammonium bromide. Okay, so this will be the easiest as the charge number appears similar. Now, if the charge number is different, so the method that I'm going to use is cross and drop. Okay, so it can be like magnesium chloride, you have 2, 1. 2 on the left from magnesium, okay, and 1 minus or 1 from chloride. So what you do is you cross this number 2 and drop to the right hand side. Again, you cross 1 and drop to the other side. So notice that you cross and drop the number, and therefore the ratio is 1 to 2. 1 to 2 between magnesium and chloride. Now, reason why we cross and drop is to cancel out the charges. In other words, 1 magnesium ion will be cancelled out by 2 chloride. Hence, the ratio as 1 to 2 is 1 Mg and 2 chloride. So I'm going to put down a little 2 on the right bottom. Ratio is 1 to 2. Okay. Now, once you form the formula, remove all the charges. There shouldn't be any charges written on top, as you have already cancelled out the charges. So no charges is written in the formula of the compound. Okay. Now again, let's look at another example, aluminium oxide. So you have aluminium 3 plus and 2 minus. So as long as they are different number, what you do is you cross and drop. Okay, 2 from the oxide, cross and drop. So notice that to cancel out the charges, we need 2 aluminium and 3 oxide. 2 aluminium and 3 oxide. So to write the formula, you're going to write down the 2 or the numbers as subscript, or the little 2 on the right bottom corner, and the 3, okay, for the oxygen as this, as O3. Now again, there is no charges, okay, for this formula, simply because you have cancelled out the charges when you combine them with 2 aluminium, which has 6 plus, cancel out with the 6 minus of 3 oxide. Okay, so that's how you get the aluminum oxide. Now, if it is a polyatomic ions, you are using the similar method, but you just have to be careful. Let's look at this example. Calcium 2 plus, so I'm going to drop the 2. Nitrate is 1, so you drop the 1. So notice that the ratio is 1 to 2. Okay, 1 to 2 for calcium, okay, and nitrate. Now, in this case, we have more than 1 element for nitrate, and that also means that we need to have 2 of the nitrate, and therefore this is when bracket is needed to have, okay, overall of nitrate as 2. Okay, again, okay, if you look at the formula, there's no more charges written in the formula simply because we have cancelled out the charges. Okay, so it is this calcium nitrate. Now I'll give you one more example for polyatomic ions. Say we are looking at potassium sulfate, okay, 2 minus. So again, you write down the charges of potassium, or you can just write down the number 2, okay, from the sulfate, okay, 1 from the potassium. So if you have different number, what you do is cross and drop. And notice that you need 2K and 1 sulfate. So you're going to just put down as SO4. Okay, now give you one more. Okay, say we are looking at ammonium, let me see, phosphate, PO4 3 minus. Okay, so we have charge of 1 from ammonium and 3 from phosphate, cross and drop. So notice that we need 3 ammonium, and because ammonium is more than 1 elements, which means we need bracket, and we need to multiply by 3 and 1 phosphate. If we need to multiply by 3, we always have a round bracket around it, and then followed by this 1 unit of phosphate. Again, no charges will be written after you form the formula. Now, practice makes perfect. So the following table give you the formula of ions, and you just need to combine them to form the suitable ions. And once you're done, the more challenging exercise would be in exercise 2, and check your answer in the following page. And I hope this video makes sense to you, and happy trying, and see you soon.